Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is how to create a new task in Trello when your Google Analytics page view drops. Now suppose guys you own a website and you are using Google Analytics to monitor the traffic and page activities. Now guys you want that whenever the views of your page or the traffic on your page drops, you want to create a Trello card so that it may remind you to work on that. Now guys, the manual process of keep on monitoring your Google Analytical stats on a regular basis and manually getting a reminder or creating a new task for that can be a very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, I came up with an awesome automation by which whenever the analytical data, means basically the traffic on our website will drop in Google Analytics, automatically we will get the details or the data of that new traffic from Google Analytics and we will add a new card. We will create a new card in Trello as a reminder to that activity. Now guys, every day this automation will run. This automation, this workflow which we will be creating in this video will check for the data, will check for the traffic, and if it is below the traffic of a day before, we will create the card. Interesting, right? Now here you will be thinking how we are going to do this. Now to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. Now what is the actual step-by-step guide to set up this automation and how you can create this automation by yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching this dashboard guys, I must tell you that Pabbly Connect comes up with a forever free plan. In this plan, Pabbly Connect offers you 100 free tasks every month. So using that 100 free tasks, you can basically test all of your automation workflows for free. So guys, here after reaching this dashboard, let's click on create workflow and give this workflow which we are going to create a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Google Analytics to Trello and click on create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the analytics data from our Google Analytics account in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, we will compare that very same analytics data from the analytics data of previous day. Like I want to create a new task if my yesterday's analytics data, yesterday's active user or the analytics data count was less than the day before yesterday's count. So we will get the analytics data of day before yesterday. We'll get the analytics data of yesterday in Pabbly Connect. We will compare those details, that very same data, that same number of counts, the same metrics. And if the yesterday's count was less than day before yesterday's count, then only we will create a new task in Trello. If the yesterday's count was more than day before yesterday's count, then we won't be creating any task over here. So now to set up this kind of automation, first we have to ensure that this automation workflow should be executed every day. So every day it will check for, on the daily basis, it will check for the analytics data of yesterday and day before yesterday. It will compare and according to that comparison, create a new task. So to ensure that this automation should be scheduled or executed every day, we have to select scheduler in this trigger window. So here in trigger window in choose app, we have to select schedule. So schedule is a feature of Pabbly Connect using which we can schedule this automation workflow for every day. So after selecting schedule by Pabbly, it is asking us how often you want to run your workflow. So in the drop down below, we can see several options out of which we will select every day. And then it is asking us for the time, that at what time we want this automation workflow to be executed. So we will enter the time, for example, of 10 AM in the morning. And after entering the time, just click on save. So the scheduler is created. We have scheduled this automation for to be executed every day at 10 a.m. After that, we will just scroll down and come to our action window. And here in Choose App, guys, we have to search for Google Analytics. Let's enter Google Analytics. And after that, in action event from the drop down, we have to select Run Report, Run Report GA4. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Google Analytics account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on Connect with Google Analytics, select your Google Analytics account, and after selecting our account, we will just find this and we just have to click on Continue over here. And after clicking on Continue, we can see that our Google Analytics account is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, guys, the first thing it asks us is the property ID. So basically here we have to enter the property ID of our Google Analytics account which we have created for our website. So guys, how we are going to get this property ID? Let me show you. For that, let's go to the home page of our Google Analytics account, and after reaching to the home page on the left side, we can see admin section over here. Just click on admin. And after clicking on admin, here you can see the account which I have selected for my website in my Google Analytics account. And here in account, I have already created a property. So because I have created a property, I can see this option named as property settings. If you haven't created your property yet, by clicking on this create property button, you can create a property in your Google Analytics account. And after creating the property, just click on property settings over here. And after clicking on property settings, on the right side, we can see the property ID. Just copy this property ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. So in this way, we have successfully added the property ID. After entering the property ID, the next thing it asks us is the start date and the end date. That what is the time duration of which the analytics data from Google Analytics we want to get off. So basically, we want to get the analytics data of 2 particular days. That is one of yesterday and one of day before yesterday. So first, let's get the analytics data of day before yesterday. So in the help text below, it says enter the exclusive start date of the query in the format of year, month and date. Example this cannot be after end date. The format n days ago, yesterday or today is also accepted. In that case, the date is inferred based on the properties reporting time zone. If your date range is not provided, the default is last 7 days. So we can basically enter yesterday as well as n days ago to get the analytics data of that particular date. So basically first what we are going to do, we will be entering 2 days ago. We will be getting the analytics data of 2 days ago from today, the day on which this automation will be executed. So every day this automation will be executed, this automation will start and get the analytics data 2 days before of that particular date. That means day before yesterday. So in the start date and end date, we have to enter 2 days ago. And after entering this start date and end date, let's move to metric name over here. So in this step, we will just enter 2 days ago. And once again, we will clone this very same step which we are setting up right now. And in that step, we will enter yesterday over here in these 2 fields of start date and end date. After entering start date and end date, it is asking us for the metric name. That what are the metrics or of the analytics data we want to receive in the response. So basically, you can enter any amount of metrics from your Google Analytics account over here. But the thing is, we have to actually enter the API name of those metrics. So here you can find a help text. Just click on this. And in a new tab, we can see that we can see a metrics list, a list of all the metrics which Google Analytics offers. So here on the left side, we can see the API names of those metrics. Here on the right side, we can see the UI names. So UI names are the names which we can see on the Google Analytics UI or the dashboard or on our Google Analytics account. So to get these metrics, for example, to get the metric or the data of active users, we have to enter this active users API name over there. So we are going to do the same. So just for an example, in this video right now, I am counting on 3 metrics. First one is active users, second one is bounce rate, and third one is conversion. So basically we have to enter the UI name, API names of this very same metric. So I'll just copy the API name from here of active users, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it. And also you can basically add more than one metric, as many metrics as you want over here. Just add a comma. And after the comma, let's enter the name of the second metric, the API name of the second metric. So the second metric was bounce rate. So this is the API name of bounce rate. Just copy it, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then let's add another comma, and the third metric was conversion. So this is the metric of conversion, and we can see the API name of conversions. Just copy it from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. So in this video, I'm just taking example of these three metrics. I want these three metrics of my website from Google Analytics in this automation. So we will be comparing the day before yesterday's these three metrics with yesterday's metrics. And if yesterday's metrics are less than day before yesterday's metrics, means if my website is performing weaker yesterday in comparison to day before yesterday, then only a new task will be created in Trello. So we have successfully entered the metric name. Then after that, it is asking us for the metric expression. So metric expression can be basically the sum or the data or the ratio which we are getting from Google Analytics in what mathematical expression we want that to be. So this is not a mandatory field, guys. I am just ignoring this field for you. But if you want, according to your choice, according to your requirement, you can also enter your matrix expression over here. So just for an example, the matrix expression could be the metric event count per user in event counted up by total users. So this can be an example of your matrix expression. After metric expression, it is asking us filter by metric. So guys, the response or the data which we are receiving, basically we can add the filter in one of these metric. So for example, I will enter a metric or filter basically for this metric of active users. I'll just enter active user over here in filter by metric. And in metric operator, we have some options like greater than, less than, equals to, and other options. So I can basically add a filter that if the number of active users is greater than this value which I will be entering over here, for example 10. So if the number of active users is more than 10, then only we will get the response from Google Analytics over here. If it is less than 10, then we won't be getting any response from Google Analytics of that analytics data over here. So you can basically add any filter of your choice over here. Like it can be greater than, less than, something like that, or basically any active filter by metric. Like you can basically use any metric to add the filter and any metric comparison value as well. So after filter by metric, let's just click on save and send test request. And after clicking on save and send test request, we can see that we have received a response over here from Google Analytics of analytics data. So we have the active users which we have on our website day before yesterday. Like we have entered 2 days ago. So we have active users, how many active users we had on our website a day before yesterday. Then we have the bounce rate as well as the conversion. So basically guys, we have received the analytics data of day before yesterday of our Google Analytics account, or our website should I say, from Google Analytics. Now we have to basically get this very same data. We have to perform this very same step once again so that we can basically get the analytics data of yesterday. Now to do so, we have to basically actually clone this very same step, or clone the very same data which we have done, and we just have to change the start date and end date to yesterday. Now to do so, Pabbly Connect offers a feature of cloning the step. So here we can see this is the option of clone step. Just click on this clone step button, click on clone now, and the step is successfully cloned. So the step which we have set up, which we have created of Google Analytics just now, we have basically cloned that very same step over here. And after cloning the step, we have to basically just change the start date and end date over here. So in the previous step, we have entered the start date and received the response on the analytics data of day before yesterday. Now in this step, we have to get the analytics data of yesterday. So we will just clear this 2 days ago from here, and we will just enter yesterday over here. Just paste yesterday, clear it, and paste yesterday over here in end date as well. Other than that, we won't be making any changes in this step. We will just scroll down and click on this save and send test request button over here. And as we click on save and send test request, we can see that we have received the analytics data of our website of yesterday. We have entered start date and time or end date as yesterday, and we have received the analytics data of yesterday. So we have yesterday's active user, how many active users we had on our website, what was the bounce rate, what was the conversion, and other metrics, which whatever metrics you will be entering in metric name, we will get those metric over here. So guys, the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. We have successfully received the analytics data of day before yesterday and yesterday. Now, after getting the analytics data of both the days, we have to basically compare the analytics data of both the days. Now, we will compare that if the analytics data, if the numbers of yesterday are less than the numbers of day before yesterday, then only we will create a new card in Trello. So for that, we'll just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button over here. And here in Choose App, in the action window, we have to select Filter. Just select Filter over here. And after selecting Filter, it is asking us select Label. So here in Label section, from the analytics data of yesterday, from the step 3 responses, we will select this label Active Users. And in Filter type, we will be selecting Less Than. So we are showing that if this response is less than this response, means basically the analytics data of active users of day before yesterday, then only a card should be created. So we have created a filter over here, added a condition. Now every day this automation will run, get the analytics data of day before yesterday. It will also get the analytics data of yesterday, and it will confirm that if the analytics data of yesterday is less than the analytics data, the statistics of day before yesterday, then the card should be created. So we have added a filter for active users. Now similarly, we also have to add the filter for other steps, other metrics as well. Just click on this OR condition, and here in select label, from yesterday's Google Analytics response, select bounce rate, and it should also be less than the bounce rate of day before yesterday. Just select it and map the day before yesterday's bounce rate over here. Then let's once again click on OR condition. And here in select label, from the Google Analytics responses, select the conversion, and a conversion, if the conversion is also less than the conversion of day before yesterday, then the card should be created. So in this way, we have created these conditions. So if any one of this condition is true, like if the active users are less, or either the bounce rate is less, either the conversion is less, we will create a new card. Now let's click on Save and Send Test Request, and we will see that in response, we will find this condition to be true. And yes guys, we can see that this is showing us the condition is true. This is because the active users of yesterday are more than the active users of day before yesterday. But the bounce rate of yesterday was less than the bounce rate of day before yesterday. So in this case guys, we want to create a Trello card in Trello. So for that, we will just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button over here. And after that, here in Choose App, we have to search for Trello. Trello it is. After selecting Trello, in action limit from the drop down, we will select Create a Card with plain text and description. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to basically connect our Trello account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we need the username, API key and token from our Trello account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get these details. So at the help text below it says you can find the about details by logging to your Trello account. So guys, here I have already logged into my Trello account. So that is it, the step 1 is done. After login, you can get the API key and can generate a token from here. So here we have the hyperlink. Just click on it and it will take you to a new tab in our browser. And here at this page, you will find the API key of our Trello account. So we have already logged into our account. We clicked on this link and we reached this page. And at this page, we'll find the API key. Just copy this API key from here, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After copying the API key, below that we can see a token hyperlink. Just click on this and in the new tab, it will take us to this page. And at this very same page, we will find the username of our Trello account. Copy the username of our Trello account and paste it over here. After copying the username, we will scroll down and click on Allow at this page. And as we click on Allow, we will find the token as well. Copy this token from here, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after that, just click on Save. Now, as we click on Save, we can see that our Trello account is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, it is asking us to choose a board. So in the drop down below, we can see a list of all the boards which are present in our Trello account can be seen over here. So out of all these boards, the board named as Daily Task and Report, I want to create a new card in this particular board. So in Pabbly Connect, we will select this very same board over here. After selecting the board, it is asking us list ID. So in the drop down below, we can see all the lists which we have created in this Trello board can be seen over here. I have two lists by the name of Daily Task and Team Report. And in the list of Daily Task, I want to create this new card. So I will select this very same list over here. After that, it is asking us for the name and the description. So guys, basically the new card which we will be creating, I want the name of that card should be please check the analytics of website. So I want the name of the card should be this, and then the description. So here in description section, whatever description you want to be at that very same new Trello card, you can add it over here. Okay, so this is the kind of the description I want of that card. So the name is please check the analytics of website, and description is yesterday's. Just a second. Yesterday's stats of website on Google Analytics are, we have now here we will enter the active users, the number of active users of yesterday. So basically guys, active users, bounce rate and conversion. So we have received the analytics data from Google Analytics of yesterday from Google Analytics in Pabbly Connect. So we have to basically map that very same data one by one over here. And as we also, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and from the drop down below from the responses of Google Analytics of yesterday's stat, select the response of active users and map it in front of active users. Now we will follow the same process of mapping for bounce rate as well. From the responses of Google Analytics of yesterday's analytical data, we will select the response of bounce rate and map it. And at last, it is asking us for the conversion. So from yesterday's response, select and map the response of conversion as well. After adding the description, it is asking us position. So I want this new card to be on the top of the list. So I will select top over here. And then it is also asking us member ID. So if you want to add a member of your Trello board over here in this very same card, you can also mention the member or ID of that very same member over here. Then it is asking us label ID. So if you want to give some kind of label to this newly created card, you can enter the label ID of that particular label over here. Due date and URL source. So all of these fields are not mandatory guys. So I'm just ignoring these fields for now. But if you want, you can basically add your field required data over here in these fields. And after entering all these details, just click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that with all these details, a new Trello card is created in this board. So let's check this board in our Trello account. Let's get back to Trello. And yes guys, we can see that here is a new card is automatically created. Let's open this card, and the name of this card is please check the analytics of website. Just a second, I have by mistake changed the spelling, analytics, and let me correct it over here as well. So please check the analytics of website. Yesterday's stats on the description of this card is yesterday's stats of website on Google Analytics are active user, this is the count of active user, this is the bounce rate, and this is the conversion. So guys, basically the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now every day this automation which we have created, this automation will be executed at the time which we have entered, and at that time it will get the analytics data of day before yesterday, and after that it will get the analytics data of yesterday. Then in filter, it will compare the yesterday's analytics data with day before yesterday's analytics data, and if the analytics data of yesterday is less, if our traffic on our website gets a drop, it gets lower, it gets less, then this automation will automatically create a new card in our Trello board. So not just these applications guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. And guys, one more time, I'm just reminding you that Pabbly Connect comes up with a forever free plan. And in that plan, you will get 100 free tasks every month in your Pabbly Connect account. So that's it for today's video guys.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.